Good evening. I would like to call this meeting to order. Before we have our pledge of allegiance, we'll have our invocation. Please stand.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we tonight want to ask your blessings on Chief Burton and the police department. Realize that they are placed in harm's way often. They do so much to protect our citizens. Just ask you to give them wisdom, strength, and protect them in their work. We ask too that you guide the council tonight in the deliberations. In your name. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Wells, call roll, please.
Pro Tem Bobo.
Present.
Councilman Washington.
Here.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Here.
President Hall.
Item 5 is presentations. We have none. Item 6 is approval of the agenda. I would like to move to approve the agenda with the deletion of 11B2 due to this item has been paid by the property owner. So that is a motion to approve the agenda with the deletion of 11B2. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 7 is visitors to address the council. No one has signed up to speak tonight. Item 8 is unfinished business. We have none. Item 9A1 is an ordinance adopting the 2023 water and sewer capital budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, we would ask that you consider fiscal year 2023 water and sewer capital budget. It's funding a total of $2.7 million worth of projects, upgrades to both of our water plants, a number of infrastructure improvements. It will only require, because of savings in prior year budget, a little over $2 million in new funds. So we would also ask that you suspend the rules to pass the budget tonight.
Okay. I will move to suspend the rules in order to immediately consider this ordinance for adoption. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. We are under suspension of rules. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance adopting the fiscal year 2023 water and sewer capital fund budget?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Ms. Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9A2 is an ordinance adopting the 2023 general fund capital projects budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, again, we're ready to vote on the general fund budget. It is just under $4 million. A variety of equipment purchases, police, fire, public works, a new engine, patrol cars, a variety of infrastructure, looking at some new facilities that we've been in need of for a long time. Again, just under $4 million. We'd ask that you suspend the rules to pass that also tonight.
Okay. I will move to suspend the rules in order to immediately consider this ordinance for adoption. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Yes. Oh, second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
This is voting to suspend the rules with Ms. Bobo, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. We are under suspension of rules. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance adopting the fiscal year 2023 general fund capital budget?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B1 is a resolution for Zoning Board of Adjustments appointment. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. 9B1 and 9B2 both deal with reappointments to the Zoning Board of Adjustment. Staff is recommending that Mr. Kevin Shobe and Mr. John Gardner both be reappointed. Those are 3-year terms, and both members are in good standing.
Okay, good. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution appointing Mr. Kevin Shobe as a regular member of the Zoning Board of Adjustments, with Mr. Shobe's term expiring in December 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Betting Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. And 9B2 is resolution for Zoning Board of Adjustments appointment that we just heard from Ms. Ram for Mr. John Garner. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution appointing Mr. John Garner as a regular member of the Zoning Board of Adjustments, with Mr. Garner's term expiring in December 2025?
So moved.
Second.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. That's a second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Betting Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B3 is a resolution declaring certain vehicles surplus and authorizing their disposal. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. We have two 2019 Harley Davidsons in excellent condition for surplus.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Betting Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B4 is a resolution allocating the 2023 Northport First Funds to general fund reserves. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, we are asked that you approve an allocation of $1 million out of 2023 Northport First funds to be transferred into the required reserves. That'll bring us up over 15% on the general fund required reserve account, which is in excess of the 10% required. So
Can you repeat that again for everybody that wasn't listening?
up to over 15%.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Much in excess of our required 10%.
Okay. That's fabulous. Thank you. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution allocating this $1 million in Northport First funds to the general fund reserves, which will get us over 15%, which is definitely more than our 10% required?
So moved.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Dykes. That is a second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Betting Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B5, resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with LaCroix Richardson for fiscal year 2022 audit. Mr. McGee.
Yes, this is to continue to engage LaCroix Richardson to do our annual audits. It's for 2023, fiscal year 2022, and that'll allow us to sign contracts and pay them for their work, and they do really good work.
Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments?
just for the record, I believe Mayor Hinton concurs with this recommendation.
I would hope so, since he's the one that's authorizing this, so. Mayor Hinton, would you like to expand on that any?
Nothing other than they're just doing a great job. I've been very impressed with what
I agree. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into this agreement?
Move.
Oh, sorry, we already had that. Excuse me.
I've got your flow.
Yes, Councilwoman Bobo and then Councilman Washington, excuse me. This is ready for a vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes, voting with Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B6 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute an amendment with Thompson Engineering for engineering services on MLK Boulevard from Snows Mill Avenue to SR 69. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, this is the next step in our MLK project. We are under right-of-way acquisition at this time. This amendment will allow the Thompson Engineering to design the utility relocations and also prepare us to let the bridge project separately. So we'll have two different projects. We'll have the bridge, and then later on we'll come back and do the utilities and the roadway work.
Just glad to see this moving. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
voting Pro Tem Bobo,
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B7 is resolution engaging underwriter and bond counsel with respect to general obligation warrants, Series 2023 for the city of Northport. Ms. Webb.
Yes, President Hogg, as we contemplate a bond issuance in order to fund the water park and sports complex, we need to engage the certain professionals, and this would allow for selection of Maynard Cooper for our bond counsel and Fraser Lanier as our underwriter.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution authorizing the employment of the Fraser Lanier Company as the underwriter for the city of Northport and authorize the employment of Maynard Cooper as bond counsel with respect to the general obligation warrants, Series 2023 for the city of Northport?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. That is a second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B8 is a resolution to pay remaining water and sewer interfund loan. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, this will be to pay off a interfund loan from 2016, when times weren't quite as good here at the city. They've obviously improved. We would like to pay that off in full. It comes to $825,000, and again, it's just an interfund loan.
Okay. I do want to add that this was, in 2016, that this was not a deficit. This was a timing issue, and the reason that we changed to a 10-1 fiscal year rather than a 1-1 calendar year to alleviate these type of instances in terms of cash flow and things of that nature. So it was not anything that was out of budget. It was just a timing issue and the reason why we went to a 10-1 fiscal year. So I will move to adopt the resolution for general fund to pay the remaining interfund loan out of our retained earnings. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B9 is a resolution for water and sewer reserve to be 15%. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President. Along with that 825 transfer, we'd like to allocate 425 of that to move into water and sewer funds required reserves, which will put it also in excess of 15%.
So we have already paid back the interfund loan. Then we are removing 425 of that to the water and sewer operating reserve fund.
Correct.
As well. And that will put that in excess over 15%.
Correct. We will have both the general fund and the water and sewer fund required reserves in excess of 15%.
And for the people that went back to sleep, can you say that again?
15%,
Okay,
well
just
in
making sure.
excess of 10% required. so.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right, I will move to adopt the resolution for this. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B10 is a resolution authorizing city administrator for payment for the 2023-2024 workers' compensation premium payment. Mr. Rose.
Yes, Mr. President, this authorization would authorize the city administrator to make payment to the Alabama Municipal Workers' Comp Fund in the amount of $339,000. This will be for the 2023-2024 premium year. The important part about this is just a few short years ago, we were paying $844,000 a year in premiums through policy changes and purchases of the garbage carts, reduction in back injuries. We have substantially decreased that premium by more than half. For the first time in probably 10 years, we have our experience modification rating below 1, which is savings instead of a multiplier when you go to doing figuring your manual premium for those that understand insurance. So this, in the last 6 years, we've saved now $500,000 every year on that since we've made it.
You know, one thing to talk about with that is even though we have been able to reduce our premiums in terms of the policy changes and things that we've done internally, our payroll has gone up, and that's what it's based off of, is payroll.
That's
Our
correct.
payroll has gone up, but we've still dramatically
Yes.
decreased our premium.
Yes, that's
Which,
correct.
for anyone that understands the insurance world and workers' compensation, experience modification factors, this is a huge deal, and it's a lot in place, not only with policy, but like you said, with the garbage carts, the uniform garbage carts that we were able to do a few years ago. And at the time, that looked like a huge expenditure to the city. People were scratching their head, why are we doing this? But as you can see, $500,000 less each year than what we were already spending years ago on workers' compensation. This makes total sense, and it's paid for itself in the long run. So,
And hopefully it'll continue to save us some money.
absolutely. So, with all the COLAs and the different raises that we've been able to do, this is outstanding. So, thank you for your hard work with working with whoever the administrator is for AMIC. Anything else? Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
It's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9C is our consent agenda. This ranges from minutes, bill listings, PO requisitions. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the consent agenda as printed? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Voting with Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 10 is reports of special committees of council. If there's a member of council that would like to give a report from their respective committee. Okay. Item 11 is public hearings. We have 11B1, which is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 1419 6th Street. Mr. Davis.
President, this should be opened up for a public hearing, and once the public hearing is over, it's ready for a vote.
Okay. I will open the floor for a public hearing. If there's a member in the audience that would like to come speak for or against this resolution, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will close the floor for the public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing filing a lien for the property located at 1419 6th Street? That is a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 11B2, that has been taken off the agenda as this item has been paid. 11B3 is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance debris abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 2316 9th Street. Mr.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this needs to have a public hearing, and it's ready for council vote. I will note that this is something new. We have been doing weed liens in the past, but we have now contracted out to remove debris off of property, so there are areas that need to be cleaned up. They're not cleaned up by the owners. They're notified, and then if they're still not cleaned up, then the city will do that and file a lien on the property. So this is something that will also help with the appearance of the city.
Okay. I will open the floor for the public hearing. If there's someone here that would like to come and speak for or against this resolution, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will close the floor for the public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of debris abatement and authorizing filing a lien for property located at 2316 9th Street?
So moved.
That is a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
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 Yes. And 11D1 is for Puff Stuff Outlet LLC, doing business as Puff Stuff. This is for an ABC license. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. This is located at 2900 Hunter Creek Road. There were no issues with this application at all.
Okay. This will call for a public hearing, so I will open the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone here that would like to come speak for or against this agenda item, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will close the floor for the public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the ABC license for Puff Stuff Outlet LLC, doing business as Puff Stuff? That is a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting Pro Tem Bobo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Item 12 is City Administrator's business. Ms. Webb.
None for this evening.
Okay. And item 13 is departmental business. We have none. Item 14 is mayor and council members' business. We will start with the Honorable Mayor Hinton.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a few comments in summary about the city's financial position. You'll hear some of the same things you've already heard, but this includes more. I've been a member of the Finance Committee for 4 years on the council, 2 years with Councilwoman Bobo. We certainly have seen much improvement due primarily to the council's conservative policies. Tonight, I commend the council for approving additional items on the agenda which further strengthens our financial position. Let's talk first about the water sewer situation in Northport. Several years ago, the general fund needed additional funds to operate, as our president has explained. The council chose to borrow money, this was an interfund loan, from the water sewer department and make payments each year from the general fund until the funds were completely restored. This restoration process has been in place for a number of years, I think since 16. Tonight, the council approved taking funds from the surplus of the general fund and paying the remainder of the debt to the water sewer department. This amount was $825,000. $425,000 of this money will go to water sewer department reserves, thus raising our reserve fund in this department to 15% plus of the operating budget. The water sewer department also paid off a bond issue number 2011 in December 2022. The total indebtedness of the water sewer department is now approximately $16,500,000. Sounds like a lot, but it's a substantial reduction. Federal funds, the American Rescue Funds that we received, are being used for water sewer upgrades at a tune of $5 million. Additional federal infrastructure funds should be coming to the city soon, and these funds will be applied in part to water sewer upgrades relating to sewer capacity and water sewer extension projects. As you know, growth creates additional problems. General fund at the end of 2022 fiscal year had retained earnings of approximately $5 million. Northport First Funds, $1 million will be transferred, as we've heard already, to general fund reserve from the 2023 budget, raising reserve funds to 15% plus of the general fund operating budget. We're also in a much better position for excellent bond ratings with 15% reserved in both funds. The sound fiscal position of the city in both water, sewer, and general funds, we're able to have capital budgets for these departments again this year. You remember that we had these budgets last year as well. General fund capital budget is approximately $4 million. Water and sewer is in excess of $2 million. We're still in a catch-up mode with equipment and supplies. You can't perform the necessary tasks without good equipment. And perhaps after this year, we will not need the capital budgets in 2024. I think this information shows the council, the city administrator, and staff are being good stewards of our funds. The city is in a good financial position at this time.
I totally agree with everything you said, Mayor, and that's, thank you for shedding some light on all of the various things that have been done to set us up to this point and this agenda that has been approved tonight. So I want to thank you for your leadership on the Finance Committee, along with Councilwoman Bobo, for really taking a deep dive into everything that you do to help get us to this point. So thank you all very much. And with that, I will segue into District 1. Councilwoman Bobo.
I have no new news for the district. We're still working towards getting some things ready for Main Avenue to be resurfaced, or a whole project. But I would like to say, last week I attended the Planning and Zoning ZBA Commission, and want to say thank you to Mr. John Garner and Mr. Kevin Shobe. You guys do a lot for our community. It's very difficult sometimes to make those decisions. I know that's on a volunteer basis, so thank you for being a part of that committee, and also want to recognize you for being voted by your peers to retain your seats as chair and co-chair. That's pretty impressive, so we appreciate your service.
Absolutely. District 2, Councilman Washington.
Mine's I have, we're back to youth tutoring, and this spring, we'll be moving locations over to the Northport 100 Park Street. And the days would be Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, 6 to 7:30. So, if you know anybody that need any extra tutoring, reach out.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Thank you. And District 3, as of right now, as everyone knows, is a vacant seat. However, the man with wearing many hats, Mayor Hinton, who is also going to be Councilman Hinton, I guess, until a new person is set, is taking all the phone calls and fielding everything, I'm sure, for District 3. Is there anything in District 3 that you need to mention? Okay. I would remind everybody that this week, Friday at 4 o'clock is the deadline for submitting your resume and name, cover letter, etc. to Ms. Webb's office. That's gwebb@cityofnorthport.org. In terms if you are looking to fill the seat for District 3, we will begin interviews and process, I'm sure, the following week. So please make sure to get that in before 4 p.m. We'll go to District 4, Councilwoman Dykes.
I noticed today that Charlie Shirley Road is down to one lane at some point, so please be patient and try to find an alternative route there. Also, we are in the process of rewriting our comprehensive plan. A lot of people get on Facebook and try to tell us their opinions and ideas and views. Well, this is your chance to do it publicly, not behind a keyboard. Monday night, we're having a visioning workshop for citizens, so that will give you your opportunity to have your input of where the future of our city is going. So I encourage everyone who likes to give us their opinion to please come and give their opinion publicly.
Okay. And you mean to tell me that Charlie Shirley Road is being paved? I wouldn't have known. Item 5 is, excuse me.
It won't be paved tomorrow, though.
I understand.
And it's not going to be 4-lane.
District 5, I do not have anything tonight for District 5. I do notice that item 15, we do have an executive session on the agenda tonight. Mr. Davis, or can you
Yes,
can you
sir.
certify that this is?
I do, for potential litigation, hopefully 20 minutes or less, no action will be taken other than adjourn.
Okay. So I will make the motion to adjourn the meeting into executive session to discuss potential litigation. The session should take no longer than how long? 20 minutes, and it is anticipated that the council will not take any action after the executive session is concluded, other than the staff that has been notified. No one else needs to stay. So that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Yes.
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 Yes. We are in executive session.